All right, here we go. Getting closer to another great weekend of action, and we've already got some things happening. It's a fluid situation, and changes are afoot. We're going to get down to business. It is another 20-point Kentucky Derby prep race. It's all about the Grade 3 Holy Bull coming up from Gulfstream Park on Saturday. Now, they started out with a field of like 9 horses, and now we already have 2 scratches that are going to be reflected. So the outside game for it is going to scratch, and they're probably going to move to the Sam Davis, I do believe. And then the big question mark, because the horse is cross-entered to begin with, Butane, the number 6 for Bob Baffert, will not make the trip to Florida, and is also cross-entered at Oaklawn Park and may not make that trip as well because of the crazy weather and everything that's happening across the country, delaying flights and forcing people to make adjustments. So, are we going to have to adjust in our selection here? I don't think so. Take a look at what's happening. Incredibolt to the inside. Very impressive closer. Roger that, Dana. Route speed, I don't know if they're fast enough, but they got some route speed. They'll probably try to use it. Project Ace going to try and close. You know where Corey Lannery is going to be, coming up the rail. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, he's third. Global Aviator, not really anything special happening there. Sprinter stretching out. We'll see if Joe Bravo wants to be forwardly placed. Cannoneer, speed. Ortiz, Irad type, going to the lead. Butane, not going to run. Nearly, very interesting. Early speed, 7 furlong sprinting type runner stretching out now. You know Johnny's going to be in the right spot. They're going to be sitting just right off that pace, and they're going to try and beat the closers to the punch. Bravaro is a horse that's got some speed as well, and very interesting. We'll see what they want to do with this runner. He's going to be, he stretched out to a mile last time out, and it was pretty fast fractions. He was sitting just off of that. We'll see if he wants to be forwardly placed, although I doubt it. And then, as we mentioned, game for it is out of the race. So let's start taking a look at some of the runners, what we think they're going to be able to do. Nearly, Cannoneer, Roger that, Dana. Cannoneer's the fastest, but I think Johnny's going to make sure he's not too far away. So Nearly will be sitting just off of that. The question is, does Roger that, Dana have enough speed? If you go back and look at that first 6 furlong sprint, I'm like, that's okay. That's all right. It's not bad. And then when they go to a mile and a 16th, I'm like, that's not bad. Okay, that's decent. But not quick enough to get the lead from Cannoneer. So I suspect that they'll be sitting just off. I mean, I think they have to be aggressive or they're just going to be in no man's land. But we'll see what they choose to do. So those are 3 horses that could contribute to the pace scenario. Then we have the horse that's out now, right? He was cross-entered and he was going to be dangerous, but he's not going to be in this race. So we'll move on from Butane because that does affect the pace scenario just a little bit. But you still got horses, I think, that are going to be not pushing. Cannoneer will get the lead. The question is, will the other 3 sprinters stretching out choose to engage? I think one of them will, but I don't think it's going to be necessarily fast pace. But I also don't think it's going to matter. The horse that I like is Incredibolt. And I think he's just a good horse, and I think he's a little bit better at the route at this stage. The debut at 6 furlongs, that just happens, right? Then you go to that mile stretch out at Churchill. Wonderful performance, sitting just off of it. Stretching it out again, then you go to the Street Sense, a mile and a 16th. Wonderful performance, sitting off of it, running right by everybody. Really strong in the stretch, might I add. And I think a horse like this, now that this horse is getting more acclimated to routing, I think coming off the layoff, he's not going to be short. I think he's going to be ready to roll. He's probably going to be your favorite here. But I think he wins. And that's what we're trying to do, right? That's still the game, right? Pick winners? It'd be great if you can get a price, but not. The only other horse I would consider would obviously be Nearly with Johnny V. I think that horse stretching out from 7 furlongs to the mile and a 16th, I think will be interesting. But that's how we do it. In the meantime, in between time until next time, that does it for us here on Horse Race Bets. I'm Ken Rudulph. Do me a favor. Good luck and enjoy whatever you're into. Coming right back with the Grade 3 Southwest.